Miss Janelle Monae is an accomplished, very great actress. From what I've seen, I saw her in the movie with what's her name, Taraji P Henson, and that's the movie where they had the three black mathematicians and things like that. But let's see now, little Janelle Monae, she just came. Janelle Monae came out her little shell, and she's going for it now. Sweetie Janelle. I don't want to be mispronouncing your name. I know you are a huge uh LGBTQ advocate first, but you must remember, if you haven't been reminded already, that you are a black woman first, and that's what you will always be first before the LGBT community. Okay, because they definitely like to push you guys to the forefront so you can move laws and move things around and have you guys be the face of their movement, which there is a lot of racist LGBTQ members on that white side of your little community. So you may get a little pass because you're Janelle Monae, but most of you guys don't get a pass. So we will just kind of caution you to tread slowly. I know you're jumping in the deep water right off the back. You're so proud because I remember, girl, you used to be flaunting this little bunk cake, girl. When we first met you, you had your this little bunk right here, going full steam ahead. So let's see what you're working with. This is now this entertainment, and they did sort of like an evolution of Miss Janelle Monae. So let's check it out. Let's see.
The Princess Prodigy. This is the evolution of Janelle Monae. Before she introduced the galaxy to Cindy Mayweather, Janelle Monae Robinson was chasing her dream anywhere and everywhere. Born December 1st, 1985, Janelle grew up in a very large, very Baptist family in Kansas City, Kansas. Her mother left her crack-addicted.
Okay, see, now we're not going to do that. I think I had heard a little bit of this, and they was talking about her father was a crack this and a crack that. I got a little bit offended because I think that could have been left out. I don't know if Janelle Monae was aware of this. Now, this entertainment might not have been, but the necessity to talking about her dad was a crack addicted person. He was never around. He was this and he was that. I don't like that. I don't like that coming out bashing her father, which how do we know? We only know that because the mother is saying that it must be true. But how do we know? We don't know that for sure. So why put him on blast like that? Just like, rest in peace, Mama Pac, put Tupac's dad on blast and told Tupac his dad was dead and his dad was alive the whole time. And we just got footage and his dad being interviewed all around, coming out to saying, no, I'm here and I was here and this is how this happened. So why would women do that? Why would women say that? If Tupac's mama will lie to her, to him about his dad, and he's famous, and of course his dad can be like, oh, here I am, you know what I'm saying? Then anybody could lie. So we don't want to just put the man's, business out there that he was a no good bum. Even if he was a no good bum, we don't need to know it like this. So we just going to skip over that part. I thought that was very disrespectful for them to throw that in there. Whoever this person was that did this this report on now this entertainment, get it together. You don't have to put everything so raunchy and negative, but maybe she, if that's what it was, moms have to put it out there. Nobody else would have put it out there besides her. So that's not cool. All right, so go ahead.
And the desire to command an audience. She was once escorted out of her family church for breaking out into Michael Jackson's Beat It in the middle of service. As a teenager, she learned to channel that energy and talent into a young playwrights program and Juneteenth talent shows, winning the top prize 3 years in a row with covers of various Lauryn Hill jams. After high school, she moved to NYC to study musical theater at the American Musical and Dramatic Academy. She worked as a maid to pay her share of the bills in an Upper Manhattan apartment she shared with an older cousin. Janelle left NYC after only a year and a half because she worried the disciplined nature of her AMDA education was slowly chipping away at the quirky, free-spirited essence of her artistry. At the suggestion of a friend, she headed down to Atlanta, Georgia. She enrolled in Perimeter College at Georgia State University and started selling her self-produced demo CD. 2 months later, Janelle had fans running back to the box office to see her portray Mary Jackson.
This is where I liked it. She ripped this. She did this. She put her foot in this one, and I think, and I thought that she did an excellent job. I mean, it's cool, but it's all right. I just included her because I guess I think that India.Arie had made a comment. I know Janelle Monae was at the Essence Award, Meg Thee Stallion, and there was some situation or whatever, of ratchetivity, and India.Arie made a comment about where's the class, meaning from Essence. Where is the class? The class been gone, girl. From Essence, they are owned by white people, right? They bought Essence out. They've been owned, just like BT was owned and jacked by white people. So every time they take something over, they make it even worse, than what it is. I think the source also, right? So it's always 10 times worse. They want to make it ratchet and raunchy and just low class and low budget because that's how they like to do and that's how they like to portray us. But like people like me and others, we calling them out. So Essence is owned by white folks now, and it's been owned by them for a while. And so, like I said, so it's BET. I think Tyler Perry is trying to buy BET back. I don't know how far that's gotten, but since it's been, since the ownership, and when it's different ownership like that, then you have these type of shows where it's really, really ratchet and wrong. Okay, that's enough of that. So Janelle Monae's like, forget all y'all. I'm that freak, and I have been turned the hell out. I've been turned the hell out, and ain't no turning back. So you go ahead, more power to you, girl. But we checking y'all at the door with that nonsense. Just remember that you black first, baby girl, and you gonna be propped up as long as you doing their bidding. Okay? As long as you doing white LGBTQ bidding, you're gonna be good to go. Just like Candace Owens is doing white racist bidding, she'll be good to go until she step off track. If she get off track one time, they waiting. Then white Karens on the sideline waiting for Candace Owens to go off track one time, and they gonna take her big pug face looking behind down. We'll get to her another time because I need a whole show to dissect that thing over there because she's very disrespectful and she needs some serious straightening out. And my brothers they don't have time to do it because she's like, regurgitates their talking points, regurgitate Republican talking points. It's like, girl, please, who are you talking to like that? Who do you think you're talking to, little girl? But anyway, we're going to just put her to the sideline because there's nothing that she can say that can justify her behavior and her actions. I'm speaking about Candace Owens. Nothing, zero, nada. I don't care if she's right about whatever the hell y'all think that she's right about. There's nothing that can justify her disrespect to the black community. And then she's not even FBA. She's Caribbean or something. And you got the nerve to come over here and try to wag your finger down in our face and tell us what the hell we should be doing. No, 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 no. Check yourself. Have us, gather yourself. Come on back, and get some act right and get some respect. And then, like I said, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Because you certainly not gonna roll up to a real one's house talking about, you trying to call them out like you did to old girl for Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter was 3 LGBTQ Black Caribbean women running that. So that had nothing to do with the blacks that lost their lives. It was just blacks that lost their lives that some rich white philanthropist, so he says, gathered this group and all this money was donated. So that's what they do. They make money off our death and off of our suffering. None of that money went to the community. None of that money went to any of those victims that were killed by these racist police officers. None of it. Not one dime, not one penny. Nothing went into reform. Nothing went into youth programs, after school programs. Not one penny.